Grade 11 learners, we are looking at this analytical question, and we want to focus in on the questions that from 1 to number 19. And we have the site plan on our left hand side, and I want to zoom in by finding all the answers to the questions that you have on your right here. Some of the questions are lower order questions, some of it are middle order questions, and a few of them at the bottom here would be higher order questions. Let's have a closer look. So if you read the instructions, it states that the site plan of a proposed new dwelling with a title block at the bottom and a table of questions. You need to complete the table below by neatly printing in the answers to the questions, which all refer to the accompanying drawing and the title block. If you look at question number 1, what is the name of the architectural firm responsible for designing the dwelling? And we're going to go right down here, and it's Govender and Sons Architects. And that's your answer for number 1. What scale is indicated for the drawing? And we go down and find the scale, and the scale is printed right here at the bottom, and you will find that the scale is 1:200. If we go to number 3, what is the reference code for the drawing? And we look at the reference code, which is right here at the bottom, Q1P1-S-2010. That's the reference code. Go to number 4, we'll check the drawing, back to our title bar, and we're going to find number 4 right here in our title bar. So the drawing was checked by Craig. Drawn by Mark, checked by Craig. So Craig is answer 4. How many times has the drawing been revised? So we're going to go here and we find this is the revised column. It works its way from the bottom up. At the moment there are no revisions. So the answer would be 0 or none. Number 6, what does the line label 1 indicate? And we go and do number 7 as well. What does the line label 2 indicate? So number 1 and number 2. So we're going to find number 1. Number 1 is the building of the neighbors or the adjacent building. That is the house, the incomplete section of the house, like this house. The incomplete section, and if you had to complete it, it would probably continue further on this side. So that's the adjacent building or the adjacent structure or the neighbor's house or dwelling. And if you look at number 2, you will find it refers to this dash line that curves here on the site plan. That is a contour line which gives you height above sea level. So the answers must be placed in here. If you look at number 8, what does the curve label 3 indicate? So we go to number 3. It's right down here. That is going to be the swing of this gate here. And it will not be a door because the door normally is on the inside. That would refer as a gate. And that is the swing of the double gate that you will find in the entrance section of the site plan. So the swing of the gate or gate swing. Let's look at number 9. What does the line labeled 4 indicate? So we're going to go to number 4. And you will find that it refers to this chain line that you will see here going right around. And that refers to the building line. And the building line means that no building must be outside of that specific space there. Right, we go to number 10. What must happen with the existing garage labeled 5? So there is an existing garage labeled 5, and it has a dash line right around. This means that this particular building has to be demolished. It has to be thrown down. So that is your answer to number 10. What is the street address of the new dwelling? So we're going down to the project, and that there is the street address, number 24 Valley View Road, Waterfall. We go to number 12. What is the stand number to the northeast of stand 72. What is the stand number to the northeast of stand 72? For this question, we have to look at our direction symbol. So that is the symbol that you will see right there. The arrow points to north, so north is going to be right here on this slant. South is going to be at the bottom. Your west is going to be on this side, and your east is going to be on that side over there. So to make this question a lot easier, I would take my sign, my direction north point sign, and place it right here in the middle of my existing stand which I have here, which is stand 72. So up there is going to be north, down here is going to be south, this is going to be west here, and that's going to be east, and between north and east is going to be stand 73. We go to our next question, which is question number 13. How far is the new dwelling from the southwestern boundary line? So we have to determine firstly where the southwestern boundary line is, and then afterwards determine the distance. So let's go down to our site plan. So when we look at north, south, west, east, so we will find that this down here would be your southwest, right here, which is going to be this here. So there's the existing dwelling. This dimension here will give you the distance 4 meter 500 is the distance from the boundary line until the existing garage. Let's go to our next question. And we ask the question number 14. What is the depth of the municipal sewer connection? So if we go to the municipal sewer connection on your drawing, which you are going to find right here, depth of the municipal sewer connection equals 1.7 meters. And you will write in your 1.7 meters in here. Number 15, what color must all new concrete be on the sectional elevation of the presentation drawings? New concrete, and that is going to be green. Number 16, what color must all new buildings be on the site plan of the presentation drawings? That color is going to be red. Number 17, determine the total area of the stand in square meters. So here we have to look at the total area of the stand in meters. So that area of the entire stand that we see here in meters. Now you will see it's an oddly shaped. So what we are going to do, we have two options. We can either break the shape right into half here, so that we have one rectangle there and we have another rectangle over here. Alternatively, we can break that down here so that we have one big rectangle here or one small rectangle there. So I'm going to go with option 2, where I'm going to take this length here and that width over there, and I'm going to say length times breadth, which is AB, which will times by AF. So I'm going to take those two values and I'm going to find my lengths over here. So AB is going to be 16.4, which is that, and AF is going to be 20.5. That will give me 336.2, which I'm going to keep in my memory, and that is the area of this section over here. And now I'm going to go to this little part which I've broken up, where I take CD and I multiply that with DE, and I'm going to go to the two values that I have here, CD, which is 3.5, and DE, which is going to be 8.7. That leaves you with an answer of 12.95. So what you have to do, I've worked it out separately. I've got to add both to be able to give me the area. So I will have to say 336.2 plus 12.95, and that will leave me with an answer of 349.15 meter square. Right, let's go to our next question, which is question number 18. If the total area of the new dwelling is 125 square meters, determine the percentage of the stand that is covered by the new dwelling. So what you need to do here is to take the 125 meters square, which is the coverage of this new dwelling here, and you are going to divide that 125 by the entire area which you have just calculated of 349.15, and because you need to have a percentage, you will need to times that answer by 100. Will give you an amount of 35%, which will be the coverage. Let's look at number 19. In the space provided in the title block, you need to draw freehand the front view and top view of the SABS convention, the symbol for a wash basin. So in that space there, you're going to draw the front view and the top view of a wash basin. This is going to be your symbol as your plan view of your wash basin, seen from the top with the trap there. And this is going to be your front view of your wash basin, and it must be drawn on top of this plan view. Learners, that concludes our analytical activity which we did, and I hope that you will be able to fill in all the answers from the explanation that has been given to you.